Hello everyone, welcome back to lecture 3 in automotives and vehicle dynamics. In lecture 3, we are going to cover the topics are basic structure and components of an automobile and chassis and frame. These two topics we are going to cover in our lecture 3. Next, in basic structure and components of an automobile, we have 7 phases. First one is chassis and frame, second one is suspension system, third one is steering system, fourth one is brakes, fifth one is power plant or engine, sixth one is transmission system or gear system, seventh one is driveline. Let us have a graphical representation about all these 7 phases. In right side of this slide we can have a graphical representation. In this graphical representation, we can clearly understand one thing, that the power plant or engine has given more percentage of occupation because transmission or engine is acting as a major component in an automobile. We look at next slide. In chassis and frame, we can have a simple definition about chassis and frame. Let us have a definition about chassis. Chassis is a structure to which all bottom components of an automobile is mounted, whereas frame is a structure to which all upper components of an automobile is mounted. Let us have a brief about chassis. Chassis are the bottom components which are mounted to chassis are engine and the radiator, and transmission system consisting of clutch, gearbox and propeller shafts and other rear axles, and suspension system, wheels, steering system, brakes and fuel tanks. These all are the bottom parts or bottom components which are mounted to the chassis structure. We'll have a next slide. Yeah, chassis are classified into 3 types. First one is conventional control chassis, second one is semi forward control chassis, third one is full forward control chassis. Let us have a clear look about each and every one. Let us have a look at first one, that is conventional control chassis. We have a definition like this. In this, engine is mounted in front of the driver's cabin. This type of arrangement avoids the utilization of space. In this type, the chassis, the bottom one, and the frame, the upper one, both are manufactured in the combination of each other. So in this frame, the bottom one, in which the gear system are arranged, those systems are linked up with the upper one, that is frame. So the larger amount of space will be occupied by the components, so that passengers cannot use entire space. We look at second one. The second one is semi forwarded control chassis. In this, half of the engine is mounted in front of the driver and half of the engine is mounted inside of the driver's cabin, so that we can utilize 50% of space when compared to the first one. We look at third one is full forward control chassis. In this, the engine is mounted completely inside the driver's cabin. Obviously, maximum utilization of space is achieved in this type of arrangement. In this type of arrangement, entire the engine mounting is under the driver's seat or driver's cabin, so that driver can use the entire space in which the engine has occupied. We look at next topic. The materials for frame. The materials which are using for frame. Okay, carbon percentage is varying from 0.25 to 0.35. Manganese percentage will be varies from 0.35 to 0.75. And silicon percentage is varies from it is maximum of 0.30, and nickel is 3, and phosphorus is 0.05 minimum, and sulfur is 0.5 minimum. These percentages of material selection may varies depending upon the desired strength or desired flexibility or desired elasticity of the frames. These are the standard percentages of the selection of materials. Next is chassis and frames. In this we look at types of chassis. The chassis are classified into 3 types. We look at them. The first one is ladder chassis. When the body of the vehicle is mounted separately to a frame or a chassis, it is known as ladder chassis. This chassis is designed in the shape of ladder, so it can also called as ladder chassis. Ladder chassis are those which are built or designed in the structure of ladders. You can easily find out a ladder chassis by looking at its design. Okay, by looking at the design we can easily find out ladder chassis. In this ladder chassis, the vehicle is mounted separately to the frame or chassis. Okay, in this type chassis will be separated and frame will be separated. Chassis is ladder chassis and frame is depending upon the requirement. Look at next topic. Second one is tubular chassis. It is a 3-dimensional design. Okay, they have clearly mentioned that it is a 3-dimensional design. And next one is line we have tubular chassis is having dozens of circles, triangular section tubes. They are positioned in different directions to provide mechanical strength against the forces. These tubular chassis are having a 3-dimensional design in which they consist of circles, triangular section tubes to overcome the forces and mechanical strength. Okay, look at next slide. The third one is monocoque chassis. Monocoque is one piece structure which defines overall shape of a car, while ladder and tube chassis provide only stress members. Yes, monocoque chassis are one member. In this monocoque chassis, we need to understand that there will be no separation of chassis and frame. In this monocoque chassis, there will be only one structure, that is, in that itself chassis and structure are mounted. In our next slide you can have a clear image so that you can understand everything clearly. Today 99% of cars produced in the planet are made of monocoque chassis. Yes, 99% of our present cars are using this monocoque chassis method for manufacturing their or producing their cars. This chassis is made of welding of several pieces, and this chassis is used in the vehicles that does not carry heavy loads. Monocoque chassis is mainly prepared for comfortable vehicles or family vehicles. These monocoque chassis are not preferred for heavy vehicles or loaded vehicles. We look at next. In this slide you can have a clear understanding about monocoque chassis. The picture shown in this slide is a monocoque chassis example. In this we have 2 points. Let us go through that. To this we mount the engine, transmission and other components of a vehicle. Next, a monocoque is made up of lightweight materials so that it can withstand with high speed and in tight corners. This monocoque chassis is made up of lightweight materials so that it can withstand with high speed and tight corners. And next point is to this monocoque chassis only we can arrange engine and transmission and other components like we used to arrange in chassis. Next slide is in load on the frame. We have 4 points. We look at each of them. The weight from vehicle and the passengers may causes vertical bends on the side members, and vertical loads when the vehicle comes across a bumps or a hollow, which result in the longitudinal torsions, and engine torque or braking torque tending to the bend in the side members of vertical planes. And the last one is sudden impact loads may causes collision to the frame. Hope you all have a great time in this session. Meet you all in my next session. Thank you.